Because you are watching this video, it is likely that you are an excellent candidate to be a volunteer supporting parent. Your greatest gift will come from sharing your own stories and listening to the stories of others. To make meaningful matches with a diverse group of parents that are requesting support, parent-to-parent programs need a diverse group of supporting parents. Even though diversity is valued, there are a number of qualities that supporting parents have in common that help to make them effective. They need to be able to take time to be involved with parent-to-parent programs, accept people with different values and lifestyles than their own, view all children with disabilities as valuable people, listen carefully to the concerns of others without feeling overwhelmed, share information without giving advice or making decisions for others, show good advocacy skills when necessary, ask for help from professionals when needed. Each time you are considered to serve as a supporting parent, you will be called to ask if you are prepared to do so. We hope that you will look back at this list and think carefully about whether you are ready to take on this important role. Your honesty will be appreciated if you don't feel it is the right time for you. This will not affect the program coordinator's willingness to call on you again at a later time.
I was so excited to find out that there's another person that wanted to talk to me. And I was excited, nervous, wanted to tell her all, didn't want to tell her anything at the time. I didn't know how she was going to respond if I told her. So we were excited just to know that we were going to get a phone call that was going to be somebody on the other line who knows what we are going through.
Another parent can support you in ways that nobody else can. Even family members, we have family members that they cared very deeply about us and about our son Brett, but they couldn't understand either, what we were going through like another parent could.
It was a very nice phone call, and the parent spoke a lot to me, and I just listened mostly. And I think that I suspect if you asked her today, she would have felt that she'd made no impact on my life at all. And in fact, she probably made the greatest impact on my life.
Now let's look at an initial phone contact between a supporting parent and a new parent. In this first scenario, our supporting parent, Susan, has just been matched with Julie, a new parent. Listen to these two exchanges between Susan and Julie. One is clearly more effective than the other.
Hi, my name is Susan. I only have a few minutes, but someone asked me to give you a call about your blind baby.
Who gave you my name?
Oh, I think it was someone from Parent to Parent, yes. She said that you have a child who was just diagnosed with detached retinas like my son Charlie. I know how you feel. I can remember how it was when Charlie was diagnosed like it was yesterday. You wouldn't believe what we had to go through.
Yeah, his name is Bobby. He's 5 months old, 2 months adjusted. The doctors told us that he needs to have surgery on his eyes as soon as possible, but we're just not sure what we should do.
Oh my gosh, well, what do you mean you're not sure? If the doctor said it, they must have had good reason. You should just quit procrastinating and get it over with.
Well, we were thinking about getting a second opinion.
Well, that's a surefire way to make your doctor mad at you. Anyway, that won't just mean having to wait longer to get it over with.
Do you think so?
Are you kidding? What else would they think? If you have any doubts, just give me a call. I would be happy to give you my opinion. Oh, would you stop crying? I'm trying to talk on the phone. Oh, sorry. Well, anyway, I am sure that the surgery will go smoothly, and Bobby will be just fine. He might not even need vision services for all you know, unlike my Charlie. If something can go wrong for him, it does go wrong for him. He's supposed to have a vitrectomy, and I'm sure it's not going to do him any good. So, why did this happen to Bobby anyway? Is it genetic? Which side of the family does it run on?
We don't know for sure what the cause is. So, how old is Charlie, and how's he doing?
Oh, Charlie is 5 now, and he's doing fine, I guess. He's in kindergarten, and it's been a real struggle to get him the services he needs. His vision teacher just can't seem to get him interested in learning Braille, and we've had a lot of fights with the school staff over that. We can't decide if we want to send him to first grade next year or have him repeat kindergarten. I'd like to hold him back, but my husband wants him to go on.
I held my daughter back in kindergarten, and it really seemed to help her.
Oh, well, I'll have to tell my husband about that. Maybe it would help me make my case. I have to go. My Charlie just won't give me a moment's peace when I'm on the phone. Well, it was good to talk to you. Goodbye.
Not so good. Now here is an example of how this phone conversation should have gone.
Hello, is Julie there, please?
This is Julie.
Hi, Julie. My name is Susan Smith. I'm calling for Parent to Parent. I understand that you were interested in talking with another parent of a child with detached retinas. I have a son, Charlie, who has that diagnosis. Do you have a few minutes to talk now?
Yeah, I have a few minutes. I just put Bobby down for a nap.
I'm glad I caught you at a good time. How is Bobby doing?
He seems to be doing okay. He's healthy and growing, but the doctor says he can't see at all, and I'm not doing so well.
How can I help you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure anyone can really help. I'm just very upset right now. Maybe this isn't such a good time to talk. I doubt that you can be of any help.
I can understand why you would be upset. After all, this is very new to you. I remember having some bad days when Charlie was first diagnosed. I know everyone is different, but it helped me to talk about it, and I would be happy to listen if you think that might help. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about Bobby?
Well, I don't know. I just can't believe it. The doctor says that Bobby is blind. How can that be? No one in our family is blind. I've never known a blind child before. I've never even known a blind adult.
It sounds as if the doctor's news hit you pretty hard. I can understand why you would be so upset.
I keep wondering if I did something wrong to cause this. And I keep thinking of all the things that Bobby will never see.
I remember feeling guilty and being shocked when I first found out that Charlie was blind. I still feel guilty sometimes, but not like I did then, and I had never met a child who was blind either. It's pretty rare. But now I've met a lot of other families, and talking with other parents was one of the things that helped me the most. That's why I've offered to talk with parents like you, and you don't have to worry about what other people will think. I won't share anything you tell me with anyone else unless you tell me that it's okay.
I appreciate that. I keep wondering if Bobby even knows who I am. How old is Charlie, and can he see you? Does he know who you are?
Charlie is 5 years old. Because of him, I know that there are lots of ways to learn about the world, and vision is just one of them. Charlie not only knows who I am, he knows and talks to more people than his 8-year-old brother, Kenny.
Does he walk and get around and everything?
Oh, yes, he does now. Of course, all kids are different, and your son won't be just like mine. It did take Charlie longer to start doing those things than his brother. We worried about him and about how we would learn to help him. It seemed like he would never learn to talk or walk. But we got connected with some good people through the early intervention system, and they helped Charlie and us learn together. Now he gets around fine, and we have a hard time getting him to stop talking. Is Bobby getting any services now?
I think the doctor told us to call our early intervention program, and they had us fill out a lot of paperwork and asked us all kinds of questions. Then they told us to call another agency, and someone there told us they would call to schedule an appointment for Bobby after they got the information from his ophthalmologist. I think they may have been the ones who told us about this parent-to-parent program, but we have a lot to think about, so I'm not too anxious to hear back from them right now.
What kinds of things do you have to think about first?
Well, the pediatrician sent us to the eye doctor, and he sent us to a specialist who told us that Bobby needs to have eye surgery to keep his eyes healthy. If he's blind, we're just not sure we want to put him through the surgery right now.
I understand.
He's still so little, and surgery's really scary to us.
Has the doctor talked with you about why he made that recommendation and answered all of your questions about the surgery?
He's supposed to be a good doctor, and he wants us to do this as soon as possible, but my husband thinks we should get another opinion, but I don't want the doctor to think we don't trust him.
I know it's hard to decide what to do in situations like that. You do have a right to get another opinion if you want one, and I would think that your doctor would understand. You could talk with your ophthalmologist about it. Or if you're comfortable with your pediatrician, talk to him or her. We take Charlie to Dr. Jones, and we like him. But I know people have different tastes in doctors and different choices depending on their insurance. The staff at the Early Intervention Agency can also help, and I know they would be willing to talk with you even before your scheduled appointment with Bobby.
Well, maybe I will talk with his pediatrician. I really like her, and we have an appointment with her next week.
I used to get nervous when I took Charlie to the doctor. It helps me to think about any questions I have ahead of time and write them down. I used to take someone with me too, my husband or my mother.
My husband is usually able to go with me, and that does help, but we often think of things afterwards that we wish we had asked. Maybe I'll talk with him ahead of time and try making a list.
You're lucky that your husband is able to go to appointments. How is he doing?
He's doing okay, I guess. He'll be happy to hear that I talked with you.
That's good. My husband and I would be glad to talk with him sometime if he's interested. I will be anxious to hear how everything goes. Can I call you back sometime?
Yeah, I would like that.
Well, when would be a good time to call?
Well, Bobby usually sleeps about this time every day, but you are welcome to try me anytime. Our schedule is pretty crazy.
How great that you have Bobby on a regular nap schedule. I know that can be a challenge. I will try my best to call again about this time, and you're welcome to call me anytime too. It's easiest to reach me early in the morning or in the evenings between 7 and 9. If you have something to write with, I'd be happy to give you my number and my email address.
Okay, go ahead.
My number is 555-2843, and email is susan1208@msn.com.
Okay, I've got it. Thanks.
Well, goodbye for now, and good luck with everything. Please keep in touch, and I will be thinking about you, and I hope, in spite of your worries, that you were able to take some time and enjoy Bobby.
Thanks. It's been good talking with you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Julie.